Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Um, I haven't been uploading a lot lately, and that is because of the fact that this past week was WrestleMania, so I haven't been uploading a lot. I did have my WrestleMania that I uploaded. I had WrestleMania, I had TakeOver, I had G1 Supercard, the Hall of Fame, and then I also had schoolwork, and it was a hectic week last week. But yet, last week I didn't make weekly customs. That's because I was pretty much booked all weekend for a lot of stuff. Again, TakeOver. Then I had to go to Luigi Kid's house, which is actually, I want to give a huge shout out to him for helping me with this. But, it's kind of hard. Our last week was kind of hard though, because it was a long week. And I'm trying to think what else, because I went to his house and G1 Supercard, and then the Hall of Fame, and of course I watched G1 Supercard. Then WrestleMania, the night after WrestleMania, the Raw or the SmackDown after WrestleMania, and then Wednesday pretty much felt like nothing because WrestleMania was nothing. Not even the NXT. That was the NXT after TakeOver. But if you guys can tell, this is of course another AJ Styles, my now 24th AJ Styles to add to the collection. But this one is based off of what he wore at WrestleMania 35 this year. So if you don't know what attire AJ Styles wore for WrestleMania 35, first off, he faced off against Randy Orton in a match that was okay. So if you did not see the match, or if you haven't seen his attire, I will put up some photos and I'm just gonna put up some photos. I'm gonna put up some photos of his attire and his match against Randy Orton right now. So yeah, this is what he wore at WrestleMania. It is a pretty decent attire though. I honestly thought that he was going to wear a neon attire, considering that he wore neon for TLC, then the Royal Rumble, but I guess he just went with this. For some reason, this reminds me of beer. For some reason, like maybe it's just the colors, but it reminds me a lot of beer. Like it's not just me, but it also reminds me sort of like, well, not really the Chicago Bears because they have orange in there, but yeah, I don't know why. This just reminds me of beer. Like beer, alcohol, anything alcohol related, but mostly beer. So, this whole figure is pretty much the AJ Styles Elite 61. If you are unfamiliar with the Elite 61, it is pretty much this figure. It's the red, white, and blue AJ. And this is what I used for my AJ. So, like I was saying, it wasn't a hard custom to make, though. I mean, when I saw him wear this after the match, I immediately rushed upstairs and started to paint the whole attire black. And that's what I started with. And then the next day, I touched the rest of it up and then painted the belt. Then the next day, I painted the kick pads and the knee pads. Then started with the gloves. And then today, actually, I wanted to film this and get this out later, but sometime last night and sometime today, I decided to paint up his coat, because this is how he wore it at WrestleMania. So, yeah, the colors are just white, gold, and black. He did have a gold elbow pad, or just the gold P1, but I'm not gonna get that. He also had writing on the back, but I'm not good with writing, so this is the best I could do. So, let's just get the coat off right now. So here's the coat. It is pretty nice, actually. I just used the Elite, what series was it? The Elite 56 AJ Styles coat. I just repainted it. It looks nice, though. I started out with white and then added the designs. I did not have to paint this top part, though, because this is how Mattel made it before. But the white, the gold, the black, I all had to paint that. I also put the little, I don't want to call them polka dots, but I just put the little dots on there because that's how he wore it. And now let's just get into the figure. So, like I said, Elite 61, AJ Styles parts, no switching require no switching parts. The only thing I did is add knee pads, and it was pretty easy to add knee pads. And these are kind of unique though, because he's never really worn colored knee pads. He's only worn black. This is it was pretty easy to make. The boots, the phenomenal one right here is a little bit messed up, or the phenomenal part, but the one looks pretty amazing. It was kind of hard to outline it in black, but after a while, you kind of get the hang of it. And then I did not add any design on the gloves though, because I think I'm just going to leave them like that for the time being. And then also the belt looks pretty nice actually. This thing will focus. When he wore it, the gold, or like, it was a gold belt with like white outlines, and then you got the logos on the sides, or forearm, and then the P1. Now here's a funny story with this. I got this on a Saturday from Luigi Kid, a shout out to him, and when I got home, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to make this into his SummerSlam attire. But then I remembered WrestleMania was the next night, so I told myself this. I said, how about this? I'm going to save this until after WrestleMania. If he wears an attire that I like, I'll make it in figure form. However, if he wears an attire that I don't like, then I'm just going to make this, or the SummerSlam figure. He pretty much wore the attire from SummerSlam, except where the purple is, it was white, and where the black or the white was, it was gold. So pretty much I had the decals. I just had to repaint the decals. And then afterwards, I'm left with this badass figure. Now, he did play with it though, so it is a little bit loose. But I like to keep my AJs in great condition, because I don't know why. So yeah, this is the figure. Let me know what you guys think about this figure in the comments. And also, before I leave, one last thing I gotta do first. I gotta add AJ with the rest of the AJs. So now we are at 24 AJ Styles figures and counting. This isn't all of my collection. There's some down there. I'm working on another one. But yeah, I think there's 2 down there. But the rest are up here. There's a Street Fighter one I still gotta finish. Shield one I gave up for a custom. But yeah, that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think about this AJ in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.